Hello and welcome everybody to yet another presentation of Hardhats TV here in Omaha,
Wisconsin.
Nebraska. The Post 22 Hardhats with their second game of the day today against the De Pere team from De Pere, Wisconsin. The De Pere Legion team. Going to be an interesting one. The Hardhats won a defensive battle, 1-0, thanks to an error in the first game against the Grand Islanders, sponsored by Home Federal. But yeah, so let me give you the lineups here for De Pere. A little bit of a prelude. So De Pere coming in, they have both West De Pere and De Pere in this, but mostly it's just De Pere kids, and that high school, the Redbirds, went 28-3 in high school this year, won the state championship in Wisconsin, and the De Pere Legion Post has won 5 state championships in Legion since 1999, including the most recent in 2021. They come into this 4-0. They just won the Wisconsin Rapids tournament, which is something the Hardhats just came off of winning the Tony Andanuccio Memorial Tournament in Pueblo, Colorado. But De Pere did it at the Division A level. They are 4-0. But the lineup for them, leading off, is second baseman Axel Donaldson, followed by right fielder Jason Lehman. I'm going to go Lehman. Then the pitcher, Easton Arendt, will be at the 3-hole, playing both ways. Shortstop, Javen Gauthier, will be at the 4, cleaning up. Then the first baseman, Milo Upton, will be at the 5. Center fielder, Jake Weckworth, will be 6th. Left fielder, Drew Van Oss, is 7th. Third baseman, Devin Weber, at the 8-hole. And Carter Polfus will be catching and batting 9th with Easton Arendt on the mound. So to repeat, the first 3 for De Pere: second baseman Axel Donaldson, right fielder Jason Lehman, and pitcher Easton Arendt. The middle 3, shortstop Javen Gauthier, first baseman Milo Upton, and center fielder Jake Weckworth. With the bottom 3 being left fielder Drew Van Oss, third baseman Devin Weber, and catcher Carter Polfus, with Arendt on the mound. Now for the Hardhats. Slightly different lineup for us. Leading off, of course, third baseman Aiden Roberts. Then at the DH and batting second is Jace Morgan. He's in the lineup. Carter Johnson out. Then the center fielder Harry Good at the 3-hole. Cleanup is first baseman Alex Dietrich. Second baseman Hayden Pollock at the 5. Right fielder will be Aaron Roach again at the 6-hole. Now playing left is Tate Crosswaite at 7. Catcher Philip Bentz in this one. It was Elder last game. Bentz will be the catcher in this one at the 8-hole. And shortstop, moving from the 2 to the 9, will be Wilson Kiefer, with Hayden Lighty on the mound. Hayden Lighty coming off of just 3 stupendous performances. So to repeat, the first 3 for the Hardhats: third baseman Aiden Roberts, designated hitter Jace Morgan, and center fielder Harry Good. The middle 3, first baseman Alex Dietrich, second baseman Hayden Hollick, and right fielder Aaron Roach. And the bottom 3, left fielder Tate Crossway, catcher Philip Bentz, and shortstop Wilson Kiefer, with Hayden Lighty on the mound. So we'll be ready to go in just a moment here. Hardhats 1-0. They're trying to win this tournament too. Had a tough one in game 1 compared to the rest of the wins we've had recently. Grand Island definitely gave us a scare. Cohen Nelson, their ace and co-captain, committed to play at the next level at Cloud Community College, is pitched 6 innings of 1-run ball, and the run wasn't even earned to him. But the Hardhats won, in large part thanks to the 7-inning complete game shutout thrown by normal closer Ryan Negebauer. His first complete game over 4 innings pitched in his career. We're ready to go in just a moment here. Hardhats will be the away team in this game, so they will be batting first. Coming into the game at an impressive 34-9. De Pere, what's really different about De Pere was, they're coming off a state championship for most of their guys. The other ones are the best of the best from the other school. And now
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Creighton, Nebraska.
And now they are 4-0 and won a tournament. They've got no fear anywhere in there.
And the Pere, Wisconsin.
They think they're going to win every time they go out on the field, just like the Hardhats. That's not something that every team could say. Easton Arendt on the mound. He was the conference player of the year and their conference in Wisconsin. First team all-conference outfielder and a second team all-conference pitcher going to Winona State in the fall. Aaron, going to Winona State. Fastball touching 90. Dear God. All right. We will see how this goes. According to a recent, or not even recent, a whole year ago. Oh no, the fastball's recent. Fastball was 2 months ago. He can max out at 91, sits in the high 80s for his fastball. Change up in the low 80s with low spin rate. That fastball kind of average spin rate. Curveball, 75 miles an hour. Also about a year ago in the measurement. And then the spin rate on that one. And the slider almost at 80 in the high 70s with okay spin rate. But that fastball going to be sitting 88, 89 most of the game.
Leading off for Rapid City, post 22, number 10, third baseman Aiden Roberts.
Aiden Roberts coming up to lead things off in the top of the first. Swung on, popped up into left field. Underneath it, he will hardly have to move. Swaying around and making the play is the left fielder, Drew Van Oss. First man put away.
Number 22, designated hitter Jace Morgan.
So one pitch, one out for Aaron. Jace Morgan now up the DH, taking his first swings of the day. He did very well when we needed him to do so in the Pueblo tournament. Outside ball taken. Plenty of extra base hits for him this season. Swung on, softly chopped over to third. It is handled. He's running it out. The throw going to beat him by about a step and a half. And two now gone in the top of the first. So Aaron making quick work of the Hardhats.
Number 14, Harrison Good.
So up comes Harry Good. So far, Aaron not had any trouble with the top of the order here.
Yeah, I got to send him an invite. I didn't want to send it to our top.
I'm assuming he's going to be a power pitcher. Not a ground baller, but it's working right now. Fastball taken low, 1-0. All right. 0-1 count. Harrison Good. Swings on one. Softly grounded foul. Get some claps from coach. And now 2 strikes, no balls. The cloud's still looking scary, but nothing's come down yet. Swung on and fouled. Just got a piece of it, and he'll live to see another pitch. So the inning not ending yet. Very good fighting. Aaron throws one, bounces off the catcher's glove onto the mask of the umpire. 4-1. Aaron, you rarely see a pitcher with eye black on. Swung on, grounded softly over to third, is handled. The throw to Upton in time. And a 1-2-3 inning for Aaron in the start of this one. Pere looking good in the first inning. They'll get a chance to bat now with a 0-0 tie going into the bottom. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nobody left on. Perfect first for Aaron. This is going to be a day. He's the 3-hole hitter. The due-up for Pere in this one is Axel Donaldson, Jason Lehman, and Easton Aaron I'll get to more about them in each of these.
Starting on the mound for Rapid City, number 25, Hayden Lighty.
Hayden Lighty on the mound. Going to the University of Minnesota to study, I believe it's aeronautical engineering. But he has been simply untouchable lately. Came up when we needed him to in the game against Pueblo Azteca. Let me see what his last 4 starts look like. Lighty having a pretty... I mean, he sat out for 10 days before his start just a moment ago, but... So he's allowed... He hasn't allowed an earned run of any sort since May 19th. In that time since, over his last 3 starts, he's pitched 16 innings without an earned run.
Leading off and playing second base, number 1, Axel Donaldson.
His current season ERA sits at 1.12. So Hayden Lighty been untouchable as of late. Without an earned run in, let me check. Yep, 1 month. Since May 19th. Hardhats only 1 loss over the last month. They've won 23 of 24. First pitch to Donaldson, taken high. Axel Donaldson going to Madison Junior College. He's a heck of a pitcher as well. May not look like it, but he's one of the aces of this rotation. Popped up and out of play. Donaldson was second-team all-conference pitcher. Had a very good resume. Wow, DePere. And it is DePere with 2 names. It's two things. Strike 2. Got a very animated ump here today. So Lighty gets the signal. Donaldson awaits. Fastball taken low. And the count now 2-2. Still a nice day thus far in Omaha. I guess to Creighton and more specific. Hardhats play tomorrow morning against Lincoln East for the only game of the day. Taken high, and the count now full. Lighty looking for his first out against one of the hardest to strike out. Payoff pitch. Fastball taken low and away. And a walk will be handed out to the opening man. This is how he started off the last game,
too. Batter number 3, right fielder, Jason Lehman.
This is how the game started in the last one, and the Hardhats ended up pitching a 7-inning shutout. So, you know, not necessarily the worst sign. Jason Lehman now up. If the script keeps going, then this will be a double play. No outs, man on first. Donaldson, 12 stolen bases in high school this season. Strike down the middle. He's got to watch out, though. Philip Bentz does not play around. One of the best defensive catchers in the state, if not the best defensive catcher in the state of South Dakota. I'd put it on. I would definitely say that. 0-1. Having seen most of these South Dakota teams, pretty much all the way around, I think Philip Bentz the best defensive catcher in the state. Maybe that's sort of, no. 1-1. Lighty fastball down the middle again. He keeps challenging him with the heater. Jason Lehman yet to swing. Double play in effect. Lehman has not swung at anything yet. He's one of the few players from West DePere High School, a team that went 12-14 in high school, compared to the 28-3 for normal DePere. West DePere has contributed some to the Legion team still. Pickoff attempt. Ooh, that ball was spiked, but had it not been, they probably would have gotten him. So still 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Lehman. Lehman standing 5'10". Waits. Lady looking for his first out. Fastball down the middle. It is a late swing and fouled away. A late decision from Lehman. He is able to get around and make contact, though. Lady keeps checking. Pitch up and outside. Wasn't appetizing for Lehman. He'll sit on it, and it's 2-2. The signal being given. It's a very complicated signal coming from third base. The 2-2. Just outside. And we've got a full count. That ball was a pretty good stretch out slider, but they were not going to. But Lehman wasn't swinging at that anyways. We get to the full count. Payoff pitch. Fastball just about gets around to it again. That ball's coming back towards the infield. And we'll just recycle it. Put it back in the bag. So yet again, we've got a full count. This is where Donaldson drew his walk just a moment ago. Lady looking for his first out of the game here in the bottom of the first. Smacked up the middle, off the glove of Lighty. It goes right into Hollick's glove and a double play. What are the odds of that? A 1-4-3 double play. A stroke of luck there. The ball goes right off of Lighty's glove, right directly back to second base where Hollick can pick it up on one hop and throw it to first in time. So the script is keeping. We get a double play after the walk. That would mean the next two guys get walked and stranded. So a 1-4-3 double play. You don't see that every day. And this is Easton Arendt. The pitcher smacks it over to second, handled in time, and that'll be the inning.
At the end of one complete inning, your score remains Rapid City 0.
So no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no hard hat errors, nobody left on. And after a wacky little first inning on defense, the Hardhats keep it level 0-0. They've allowed no runs yet in this tournament over the first 8 innings of pitching. The middle of the lineup coming up, a lot of power bats. Dietrich, Hollick, and Roach coming up with Crossweight the cleanup in this inning. So this De Pere team has won 5 Legion State titles in their history. 1999, this is in Wisconsin, of course. 1999, 2003, repeated in 2004, then did it again in 2008, big break, and they did it in 2021. But this year, after winning the state championship in high school, you might think that this could be a year where they would compete for that again.
Heck, you can call it a summer job. Maybe there's a tax write-off. Put yourself through college, collect foul balls.
Aaron coming back out for his second inning of work now in the top of the second. Dietrich going to take his first swings at the righty.
Number 27, first baseman Alex Dietrich.
He's got on the face paint, really not messing around. That ball way outside. Pretty confident that's a ball. So 1-0 count now here to Dietrich in the top of the second. Popped up into shallow right. Seems to be right where the fielder wants it, and he will make the snag. So the first one put away now.
Second baseman Hayden Hollick.
Wayman able to make the grab without much movement. And Hollick now up. Nobody on, 1 out for Hayden Hollick. Swung on and grounded softly over to short. He's going to run it out. This is probably a single. What was the shortstop doing?
Infield base hit for Hollick, brings up to bat number 23, right fielder Aaron Roach.
That wasn't even like a good hit. It was just a high hop chopper. And Javen Gauthier took his sweet time coming over to
Down below here.
Charge that. He didn't even charge it. He waited for it to come to him. What was that? I don't know. Hollick takes advantage, gets an infield single when he really shouldn't have had one. That smacked through the gap into left. Aaron Roach comes through with a single as well. And back-to-back hits now for the Hardhats. Thanks to, I don't know, I can't describe it as anything other than lazy defense on Javen Gauthier. Torvey giving the signal over to Hollick on second. Roach leading off of first. And here's the big lefty take Crossweight. Crossweight, a middle linebacker going to Northern State College, or Northern State University for college in the fall. One of a few baseball or football guys on this team. Pride of Stevens High School. 0-1. Swung on and lifted into center. That ball just floating around back there. Coming in, and Weckworth makes the grab. 2 down in the top of the second, but 2 still on. And it'll hand it over to Philip Betts, who's been especially hot lately.
Batting 8th and catching number 11, Philip Betts.
Here's Philip Betts. He went 5 for 6 in the playoffs against Pueblo, including a triple, 3 runs, and a stolen base. Ball gets out of the glove of the catcher, but Hollick doesn't feel confident enough to take off. 1-0. 2 on, 2 out. Philip Betts a chance to bring in a run here. A crucial run. They only needed 1 in the last game. Two balls to him. Wilson Kiefer on deck, the Northern Colorado commit. Fouled off the end of the bat. It'll stay fair, apparently. Handled Aaron's underhand just in the nick of time. Good grab there from the first baseman to also avoid making any contact as Milo Upton. And so despite 2 hits, the Hardhats do not put up any. That could come back to bite them in the top of the second. Two hits lead to no runs. There are no earned runs, no errors, though I would argue there was a lack of initiative shown by the shortstop, Gauthier. And 2 men are left on. Still 0-0. The due-up now for DePere is the middle of the lineup, Gauthier himself, then the big first baseman Milo Upton, and center fielder Jake Weckworth. Hayden Lighty allowed a walk in the first, but has faced the minimum thus far. And he was even involved in the double play. He'll get a little bit of credit. Ball bounced off of his glove, so yeah. I've not seen a custom embroidered stadium seat before, but that's what Jake Weckworth's dad has here at Gretna's stadium. You can see Weckworth on the back of his little stadium seat. It tells you that he is there for Weckworth. So, cool for him. Weckworth, the 3-hole hitter in this inning. Thank you all for tuning in to Hardhats TV. I'm Oliver Fell, bringing it to you from Gretna, Nebraska, in the Omaha metro area. We have another game against Carpetland tomorrow. We already won 1 game today, 1-0 over the Grand Island Islanders against their ace. And a pitcher's duel won by Ryan Negebauer, who went the distance, pitching 100 pitches in a 7-inning complete game shutout. Gauthier, the Valparaiso commit, coming up. I don't think they're going to want to see what I just saw on that grounder. Valpo, no longer the Crusaders, they're the Beacons. like as a lighthouse beacon. I don't really know if Crusaders were like not allowed anymore or something. But it was kind of a confounding choice. 1-0. Fouled off of the foot, and now 1-1. He's really working the pellets right now. Gauthier wants it a very specific way. Lighty, the 1-1. Curveball hit down the line. First base coach tries to get it, bounces out of his hands. It's going to hurt his B-War. 1-2. Lighty still looking for his first K. He racks those up normally. That's swung on and lifted into right. Second baseman Hollick doesn't know where it is, really, and the ball lands. That was very odd. Hollick seemed to know where it was. He was drifting in the right direction.
Number 19,
he almost made the grab, but he ended up
Upton.
covering his head because he wasn't sure. So unfortunate break for the Hardhats means that the opening man will get on what is technically ruled a single and the first hit of the ball game. Here's Milo Upton. He's the starting guard on the De Pere football team. In football season, he was listed at 6'4", 270 pounds. Ball gets away from Bentz, and a wild pitch will advance Gauthier to second. The go-ahead run now in scoring position. Upton, according to his PBR, has since slimmed down to 240, but still a hefty swinger. Had 2 home runs last year, or in this season, in high school. Nobody out, 1-0, man on second. Popped up into center. Harry Good having to go back on it. He's got a heck of an arm. Don't run on him. It's caught, and he will. Harry throws a beautiful ball to third. They definitely would have gotten him. Gauthier stays there. Makes the wise decision.
You're batting number 8, center fielder Jake Weckworth.
And Weckworth now up. Weckworth, largely a JV player at De Pere. But his dad's here in the custom vanity stadium seat. So, you know, shout out to him. It's a pretty serious distance from Wisconsin to Nebraska, just as it is from Rapid City. Lighty's first pitch, a strike at the knees. Good pitch for Lighty. Hardhats with their first out just a moment ago. Center fielder right there, Bent setting up on the outside of the plate. And the ball outside, 1-1. The 1-1 count for Hayden Lighty. Man on second, 1 out. Weckworth awaits and takes a slider outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two 2-1 count now for Lighty. Fastball. No, curveball outside. He's just been trying to get Weckworth to stretch himself out there, and no bites yet. 3 balls, 1 strike. On the verge of another walk. And setting up again on the outside of the plate. There's a fastball, just got a piece of it. And the count now full. Lighty still no Ks. Kind of odd for him. But in his game against Pueblo, he pitched a 1-run affair over 5 innings with just 1 strikeout. So things could be changing. I don't know. Lighty, payoff. Fastball outside, and yet again, Weckworth sits on it and will earn himself a free base.
Draws the free pass, brings up the bat number 11, left fielder Drew Van Os.
So the second walk given out by Lighty, but now we've got force out at every play but home. And Drew Van Os now here from West De Pere. He is committed to the next level, going to play at Wisconsin Stevens Point, a Division III school. Most Division III schools in just a few pockets of the country, and Wisconsin has a lot of them. Swung on and driven into right. That'll get through. Aaron Roach will scoop. He will throw to the cutoff man. Dietrich, they have a play. It gets to Bench. They can't tag him. And the De Pere team now on the board on an RBI single for Van Os.
Third baseman Devin Weber.
So there goes the earned run streak for Hayden Lighty, even if that one, I mean, arguably could have been a non-earned run because of the fact that Hollick lost it, but I mean, according to the rulebook, that's an earned run. RBI single for Van Os, and Weckworth went first to third. So runners in the corners, one out. The Hardhats in a chance here to kind of build themselves a hole. Here's Devin Weber. Strike one, delivered at the knees. Benz gets right up. Weber, not much of a swinger, more of a walker. 9 hits on the season to 18 walks. So really good at just standing there. But the first pitch strike not helping him any. Lighty. Bunt put out. It's a squeeze play, and they won't have a chance. A great call there from the coach here for De Pere. The squeeze play works. Lighty tries to flip it. There was really not a chance for Benz to even spin around.
Catcher Carter Pulfus.
That'll be an RBI. I'm going to say, yeah, an RBI bunt. I don't think is that a hit? Maybe. That'd be a fielder's choice, right? I feel like that would be a fielder's choice, that he was allowed to make it to the first.
That's hard. I mean, it was a really good bunt. I would call it a hit.
Okay. All right. Officially going to be a hit here. 1-0. Man on second and first. 1 out. Weckworth scores. Van Os now on second.
Even if you turn the throw first, I don't think it gets it.
1-0 count. Lighty, that ball popped softly in the infield, handled by Hollick. Underhand, just got him. And that was a lot closer than it should have been. Hello, Liam. And so, yeah, a 4-3 out on a ball that kind of felt like a pop-up, but low. Weber moves to second. Van Os to third. And it brings up Axel Donaldson again. Donaldson, the all-conference selection infielder, playing second base today. Donaldson, the 0-1, smacked up the middle, off the glove of Lighty. He will throw to first in time. So 2-run score.
After 2 complete innings of play, your score.
And De Pere is on top after 2. Hardhats now in a little bit of a deficit. This is not completely new to the Hardhats, though. 2 runs, not a very large lead. But De Pere probably smelling blood in the water right now after some of that sloppy defense. So 2 hits. No, we call them 3 hits. 3 hits turn into 2 runs. Both of them are earned. There are no errors, but there was that weird thing where Hayden Lighty lost the ball, or Hayden Hollick lost the ball in the sun somehow. And then 2 men left on. 2-0 the score after 2 innings. And with Errant on the mound, the Hardhats really haven't gotten anything going. They did get 2 hits on 2 outs in the last inning, though, so that's something. And those were both on 1 out, so yeah, that's something. The due-up is Kiefer, Roberts, and Morgan, a whole bunch of contact hitters with some speed. And we will see how it goes. Wilson Kiefer, often the one to break up a dry spell.
Batter number 15, shortstop Wilson Kiefer.
They might have messed up the game changer because I had it right.
Kiefer smacks one through the gap, and the first pitch he sees is a single. That's what I'm talking about.
Batter number 10,
pen on
Roberts.
too much, and now it's not going to come. Now my cap isn't coming off. Our first base coach isn't even out there right now. There he goes.
For the 9 and 12 game Do we need people for the games tomorrow?
Yeah, there's gonna have to be guys.
So the first man on, nobody out. Taken, strike. Called on the edge of the plate.
There's a 7:30 game every day.
Taking off is Kiefer. The ball on the inside of the plate, away from the catcher, and Kiefer will reach second, pretty unopposed. And the ball low. Taken. It's 2-1 now. I put on my cap too strong, and now the whole pen comes out whenever I want to do it. Strike 2.
Still Calvin's notepad.
No.
Lady jumps, Kiefer jumps back to the bag. Swung on, popped up. It should be a routine play. The second baseman thinks he wants it. Donaldson underneath it. He will make the grab. And the first out put away in the top of the third.
Batter number 22, the designated hitter, Morgan.
Sticky note, colored sticky note. It's crazy. I might take this. It's pretty cool.
So Jace Morgan now up with 1 out, man on second, swing and a miss. He swats at something, comes up empty.
My car's getting in the shop Friday morning.
Ball low and inside, and it'll get away.
Okay.
So another free base handed over to Wilson Kiefer, and the Hardhats have a run just 90 feet away. With 1 out here. Sacrifice could also bring him in.
Pink sticky note.
1-1. Taken low again. 3 balls, 1 strike the count. Or maybe 2 balls.
Well, then it goes finals.
Swung on and hit hard down the line, but foul.
Are you on that?
It's inside the park.
This is silly for that much.
Errant looking for his first K. Outside ball taken.
As soon as she's in
Swung on and hit into left. That'll, just foul. That ball almost landed in for what could have been extra bases. I didn't even get a mini golf pencil. All right. And he'll take his free base. So Jace Morgan works the count in his favor.
The walk, brings up the bat. Number 14, center fielder, Good.
Full count walk. That was an 8-pitch at bat. To my count. Nope, 7. No, 8. 8. And now runners on the corners with 1 out for Harrison Good. He will put down a bunt try to leg it out. The throw is high, and off the bag he is.
Yeah.
So, a poor throw pulls Milo Upton off of the bag.
Batter number 27, first baseman Dietrich.
Alex Dietrich now up with the bases loaded. This is where he thrives best. Fouled out, but serious line drive. Had some good top spin or bottom spin on that.
Other kids on it, like,
Yeah, they're
immediately.
yeah.
White unruns.
Some kid like Biff going for one on the bleachers.
And that is going to be put to third, touching third, now throwing it across the diamond, and that ball gets away. 1 run scores. Heading from third to, he will stay there. Harry Good stays at third. He's now walking kind of in the middle of the bases, and he will go back. But an error allows the Hardhats to come in with a run. I guess that would have been a run. No, it wouldn't have. It would have been a double play to end the inning.
Brings up to bat, number 20, second baseman Hollick.
So error on De Pere's third baseman, Devin Weaver. He stepped on the bag, then threw across the diamond. And that's popped up out of play. Here's Hayden Hollick with 2 men on. He had 3 2-run doubles, all on 2 outs in the Pueblo series just this last week. Smacks one up the middle. It is handled. Errant able to pick it up. Underhand to Upton in time. And that'll end the inning. So despite bases being loaded, the Hardhats do not tie or take the lead, but they do get 1 run thanks to an error from Weber.
Tennessee is 3 outs away from the first
So Jace Morgan scores. Oh no, he doesn't. He gets to third. No, he's out. Actually, he's out on the G5 attempted put-out thing for the second out. Harry Good goes to third on the error. Dietrich reaches base on the error. Moves to second on the error. Wilson Kiefer comes in to score on the error. So in the inning, 2 hits, I think. No, 1 hit turns into 1 run. It is unearned. There is an error on the third baseman, Devin Weaver, and 2 men are left on.
Fielder, Lehman.
So it is 1-2 now. Handing it back over in the bottom of the inning to Hayden Lighty. Due up Lehman, Errant, and Gauthier. Whitey's first pitch. Fastball down. No, just a little high. I thought that would have been in the zone because this guy's kind of tall, but I don't know.
Swipe my snap like that.
Swung on and hit back up the middle. Kiefer charges, handles, the throw. Say, yeah, got him. Okay. A very close call. The umpire, I don't know, I think he was spinning a wheel in his head there for the answer.
9,
and he'll come out with out. And up comes Errant. Errant smacked a ball to the second baseman to end the first inning. And has pitched well on the mound. Made a couple of outs himself, too. Outside ball. He was a 2-time all-conference player just this season. First team as an outfielder, second team as a pitcher, and the conference player of the year. Swung on and driven into right. It'll get down. And on 1 hop, it'll be handled by Roach, but there is a 1-out single for Errant.
You batted number 7, shortstop Gauthier.
Gauthier now up. The Valpo commit had a leadoff single, came around to score. It was kind of a weird one, landed in right as Hayden Hollick lost track of the ball. 1 out. It was funny because he lost track of it, but he was actually following it extremely well. He just couldn't tell where it was, but his instincts brought him to the right place.
Take my sticky note, get it.
It is 1-0. Lighty, still no case.
I only need to back him down.
That ball off the elbow guard.
Gauthier hit by pitch, brings up the bat number
And
19,
that'll
first
bring
baseman
up
Upton.
Milo Upton again. The big boy.
The last inning when I got the line drive, like that could have been a double play. Why was Hayden and Bryce both standing in front of the base and just not on it? I was like so confused.
Oh yeah, what else was hurt?
Upton flew out to center his last time up. We have a pinch runner.
None of them were on the base.
Oh, you could courtesy run for the
And it's a
pitcher, I
courtesy
think.
runner number 15, Charlie Van Kaus.
Everyone catches it at the base.
So confusing.
Charlie Van Oss,
Yeah, I'll just keep carrying.
pinch running for Arendt.
Drive for like 200 feet from the wall. It was crazy.
So 2 on, 1 out. Popped up into right by Upton. Roach has a play on it, and he will make the out. To the cutoff man, there might be something there. No, Kiefer will hold on to it. And 2 down now in the bottom of the third. So Upton, a pair of flyouts to his name. One of these is going to go out.
Number 8 center fielder, Weckworth.
Jake Weckworth now up. He came through with a full count walk in the second and scored.
Game's improving up.
Weckworth. With runners on the corners, 2 outs. Lighty's first pitch, taken inside. 1 out count. Lighty up to 42 on the game. Jackie. All right, 1-0. Infield playing a little bit in. Or outfield playing a little in. Strike 1, delivered in the top right corner. And we got a 1-1 count now here for Lighty. Force out at second and first. Hardhats just need 1. And the runner on third wouldn't matter. Fastball flies away high. And now 2-1. Like I said, Weckworth took that walk his last time up. Strike 2, delivered on the outside. I didn't even know, I've never heard of Weckworth before, but apparently this guy just so happens to have the same name as a musician from Canada. So 2-2. Lighty. Curveball, strike 3. He hits the bottom of the zone, freezes the batter, and finishes the inning.
Here too.
First K of the day for Hayden Lighty. So despite the hit and hit by pitch, nobody scores for DePere in that inning. So 1 hit leads to no runs, no earned runs, no hard hat errors, 2 men left on. And it is still a 1-run game as we enter the midway point of this contest. Hardhats. The thing about this tournament, I mean, obviously you're here, you know, you're having fun and whatnot. If you want to win it, you got to be top 4 out of 30 teams. And that's not like you win your pool. You're probably going to win your pool, but you just need to be top 4 in. Basically, you have to go undefeated or be 4-1 and blow out a ton of teams. That's the big part, because average point or average run differential is the secondary tiebreaker after head-to-head and winning percentage. And that's what it'll probably come down to with 30 teams in this tournament. If you want to get to the final day, the Hardhats will have to win them all. Probably.
Batting number 23, right fielder, Roach.
Aaron Roach coming back up.
I'll go.
His first time up, Aaron Roach had a single.
Joe, I'll go. Don't worry.
Outside ball taken.
Ball.
2-0 count now for Aaron's to Roach. Strike one.
Hey. How do I close the door? Close it.
2-1 count. Roach 1 for 1.
Who's coming next?
Kelvin, Ben, Griffin,
No, what team?
Rocky Mountain.
Taken outside. Roach with a good eye there. 3-1 count. And that was a max velocity fastball that misses the zone. That one,
You're batting
high
number 29,
80s.
left fielder, Crossway.
There's a chance it touched 90. I don't know.
It sounds like a tornado.
That's it.
It's terrible, and I should just change it, but I like knowing that it's one I really don't want to answer.
Aaron Roach, they're going to try to pick him off. Oh! Okay. All right. They say they got him.
He just throws a fist. He doesn't even punch it. That's ridiculous.
It's disgusting, huh?
Well, apparently Aaron Roach picked off. It didn't really look like it, but I guess for the first out. Foul to the back. 0-1 count. And that felt a little off.
Next one is the discussion going on now.
Crossway takes the ball up and inside now. 1-1 count for the big lefty. Thank you all for watching Hardhats TV. I'm Oliver Fell bringing you this and the rest of the games here in Omaha. Taken, outside, ball 2. It's tough because Roach's walk was really building some momentum here, especially with a guy like that on the bases. Smacked into right, and take Crossway with a single. They're going to throw to first just in case, and he'll slide in. He holds onto the bag. I think if you slide past first, it should be the same as running past first.
Yeah, as long as you don't make an attempt to go to second, you're protected.
Yeah, all right. But anyways, he held onto the bag like it was any other bag on the bases.
Batter number 11.
So a single for Tate Crossway, and yeah, things are starting to roll here for the Hardhats, but that pickoff, really a big deal. Phillip Bentz grounded out to the pitcher his last time. More smacked it back to the pitcher, but I mean, I guess the velocity doesn't change what you would score it.
No. Probably like 4 hours.
1-1. Foul tip into the glove of the catcher.
So I can't put them both in these.
Thank you.
1-2 count. Ben's trying to come through. He will reach on one, pop it into shallow right, and it will be caught over the shoulder by Donaldson. A good play. In more cavernous ballparks, that probably would have dropped. To be fair, this is a relatively large ballpark, but in our own
Batter number
ballpark, that would have
15,
dropped.
Kuiper.
And Wilson Kiefer now up. Ball gets away off the shin guard of the catcher. Crossway could have a play at third. I mean, if he really just out of the blue started running real hard, he might have. So, wild pitch advances Crossway. Probably would have brought in Aaron Roach. First pitch ball. There's another one outside and low. Aaron's collecting himself. He's a little bit tense, it seems, on the mound. Fastball. A check swing sent, I don't know, a good like
Another
300 feet.
50-cent baseball.
Make sure kids get to it. And put it down.
Fouled away, and it's 2-1. Thank you all for tuning in. Hardhats 1-0 in pool play. Trying to make a little comeback here. Popped up. That should be an easy play. The third baseman wants it for some reason, and he will make the play. It wasn't really his to yield to, but anyways. That'll be it. So one hit leads to no runs. It was that pickoff attempt that really stopped all the momentum of the inning. There was one left on base, no errors, and no earned runs. So it's still 2-1 to Pere going into the bottom of the fourth inning. That was an inning the Hardhats felt like they were mounting something. They were going to at least tie the game, it felt, with Roach's walk and then a single from Crossway to lead off the inning. But that pickoff, which frankly was the wrong call from the umpire, cost Aaron Roach his place on first and any momentum we were building, really.
No, wasn't down
He's probably like their 2 or 3. He's pretty strong. Besides that first inning,
And here we go again. So Hayden Lighty coming back out for his fourth inning. He comes into the inning with 46 pitches thrown. He will face the bottom of the order, the 7-8-9, starting off with Drew Van Oss. He hits it into left center. Good underneath it. He'll make the play. And the first pitch is an out.
Batter number 5, third baseman, Weber.
Weber put down the bunt. That brought in the second run of the game back in the second inning. Officially scored a single. Weber also was responsible for the error that happened and allowed Jace Morgan to score. No, not Jace Morgan. Wilson Kiefer to score for the only run for the Hardhats. 0-1. Strike 2 delivered on the inside of the plate. 0-2. Lighty with just 1 K. It was the strikeout looking at the end of the third. Another one taken just a little high at the collarbone. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Weber. Weber, not much of a hit guy, more of a walk guy. Strike 3, a curveball in the bottom of the zone. And for the second time, Lighty freezes the batter, catches him looking. Up comes Carter Polfus. Polfus batted 300 on a very limited 10 at-bat sample size his last time, or in high school this year. High and inside, ball 1. I think that ball kind of snuck away from Lighty.
I had a 0 ERA today. It's so fun because I couldn't make it through.
1-0. Again, 2-0. That ball the opposite. The other one was high and inside. That one is low and outside. Let's hope this one isn't right down the middle. It might be. Nope, low and inside. So the only one we have to collect on this at bat is high and outside. Which, I mean, I'd rather not collect that. It really wouldn't be worth it. 3-0 for Polfus. Taken high and inside again. So we did not do the 4 corners, but it was a 4-pitch walk.
Baseman Donaldson.
Oh, yeah. Then they would have tied it, right?
So Lighty keeps the door open on the inning, and the leadoff man Donaldson back up. He came up with 2 on in the bottom of the second and stranded them both, hitting it back to Lighty for a 1-3 putout.
In is a courtesy runner number 13, Ryan Carbon.
Ryan Carbon now on first, primarily a relief pitcher, but has some speed. 1-0 count. Carbon leading off of first. Lighty. Waits, delivers, fastball high, taken. Oh, the throw gets away! Rhodes chasing after it to make it a 1-base error, but Phillip Bentz with a rare mistake at home as his throw sails out of reach of Alex Dietrich. Good news, it was a strike. Bad news, there was an error. So a 1-1 count for Donaldson. Now a runner in scoring position for him to extend the lead for DePere. The Madison Junior College commit awaits. Curveball misses outside and low. Two 2-1 for Axel Donaldson. Lighty rocks, delivers. Popped up and out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes on this cloudy day here in Omaha, Nebraska. And on second, Lighty has only struck people out looking so far in this game. Could he catch another one gawking? The 2-2. Fastball low, taken in the dirt, and the count now full. And the payoff pitch now here for Lighty. Checks on the runner. Delivers. Fastball just below the zone. And working his way on the bases, Axel Donaldson. His second full count walk of the game. Brings up Jason Lehman. Lehman grounded into a double play. Or no, lined into a double play. Ben's talking to Lighty right now. They're both very close on and off the field. Lehman 0 for 2. Nothing has left the infield for him. Trying to change things with 2 men on in the bottom of the 4th. Extend the lead. The Hardhats good for their comebacks. Ball spiked in the dirt. The man at second starts to take off. Able to hold up. Bentz would have caught him out there at third likely. The first pitch a ball. Lighty at 61 pitches. The last few times he's pitched, it's been like 5-inning games that are mercy rules, and he has hardly pitched any. His longest start was 6. Low ball again. And something up with Lighty at the moment, as he keeps yanking those things down. Perhaps thinking too much, getting in his head. I don't know. Two-0 count. There's a curveball in the zone. Able to locate, get some claps from supporters here. Another curveball just below the zone. Almost. A good eye from Lehman to sit off it.
Yeah.
Now a 3-1 count. Lighty steps off. He will reset himself. Hardhats could really use an out right now. Force it everything but home. Ball 4. And Lighty just can't seem to get himself out of this inning. He got the first 2 out pretty easy, and he's walked the next 3. He's thrown strikes, they just aren't there. And Coach Kindred, our pitching coach, going to come out and talk to him.
Batter number 9, Arndt.
Base is now loaded on walks when he just needs the final strike. Pitching coach Kindred gonna say a few words to him. Thank you all for tuning into Hardhats TV. Got to meet back up with the team here. Spent a couple days with the family out here in Omaha. Dad's side comes from this region. He flew out today. He might be here. And for the record, we are getting a little bit more wind. The trees slightly starting to sway out there in the outfield. Being pushed slightly in from right center. So the ball's being kept into the park here. Here's Easton Arendt with the bases loaded. Not the guy you want to face. He batted .378 with a 1050 OBP in high school this season, en route to being Conference Player of the Year. Taken low, Bentz keeps it in front of him. Lighty has needed an out for 4 batters now. If he can get out of this, it would be a huge dodge bullet for the Hardhats. Fastball swung on and drifted into center. Harry going after it, and he will make the play. So Hayden Lighty escapes after loading the bases on 2 outs. And he will be able to act like nothing happened. So no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no hard-hat errors, and 3 men left on. Still a 1-run game as we enter the back half of Game 2 of the day here. Aaron's still pitching very well, but the Hardhats starting to get to him. They've got 4 hits so far, and his defense not helping. Top of the order coming up, Roberts, Morgan, and Good. Hardhats just need 1 to tie. Aaron's a power pitcher who could top out at 91 miles an hour on his fastball. Maybe he could throw even harder when he has the eye black on. Maybe. He just barehand caught that toss back to the mound. That was kind of cool. He could do it again? No. Aiden Roberts yet to get a hit in this game or the other game, which is kind of odd for him. I feel like he's overdue. 0 for 5 thus far in the Cornhusker State.
Here batter number 10, third baseman Roberts.
Swung on and grounded. Just foul. 0-1. Curveball, slightly inside, almost caught the zone.
Before y'all dip, you know, get those lawn chairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Just like 5 lawn chairs right in front of the dugout.
Swung on and fouled away. 1-2.
Do you not see that snap of Hayden on the bed?
Oh, both of the Weckworths are here. Somebody has moved. I see both of them in the vanity matching stadium seats. Smacked through the gap into left. Aiden Roberts, there's that hit I thought he was due for.
Roberts was
Leadoff single.
Brings up the bat number 22, designated hitter Morgan.
Great job there from Roberts. He just found a hole and plugged it. Where'd I put the pen? I don't even own this thing. All right. Leadoff single for Roberts. Puts him on the bases. The stolen base leader on the Hardhats with 24, I believe. Was caught for just the first time a minute last week in Pueblo, I think. I know I know that Dietrich was. The wind really picking up, pushing in from center. High and outside, and taking off is Roberts. He caught the defense sleeping, and he will steal the bag.
Nice delayed steal.
He waited. The catcher put his guard down. And Polfus, no match for Roberts. He really wasn't a match before, though. In July of last year, he measured a 72-mile-per-hour catcher velo. That's going to be hit to right. Both players after it. The second baseman all the way out there. The throw to third. Going to be on the money. Didn't get him, though. A great throw, but Aiden Roberts is simply too fast. First out recorded. And the tying run just 90 feet away. Good job there from Roberts.
Number 14, center fielder, good.
First out recorded. Up comes Harry. Trying to tie things up for the Hardhats. He also has home run power. Nothing's gotten particularly close.
Shortstop's up there like this. That is funny.
Don't worry, we got him.
Swing on and hit down the line. Just a little foul. So we'll come back. Take 2. Yeah, plenty of you in here today. A lot of people I know. Middle of the week, Rapid City, all the way to Omaha. That's a long trip, but you want to check in, support your Hardhats, especially after you heard that they won the Pueblo tournament. And plenty of you were here for that as well. Fouled away again, and now 2 strikes for Harry Good. Harrison, not the guy to strike out. Normally, he does it sometimes, on occasion. He did in the first game against their pitcher. Ball is low, and it'll get away. Roberts decides not to come home. He had a chance there, but he didn't see enough, quick enough, to decide to come on home. Either that or Coach Torvey told him no. One, 2. Just got a piece of it. Harry swings late and fouls it off. Harrison Good reaching base in the 3rd and grounding out in the 1st. Ball is low and away. Good job from Polfus to get in the way and prevent that from reaching the backstop. Aaron's getting progressively wilder. Swung on a high ball, and he will smack it down the left field line. Harry Good rounding first. He will head for second. The throw to the shortstop. They will not get him. RBI double for Harry Good, and this game all tied up.
Good. Here's at the bat number 27, first baseman Dietrich.
He swung on a ball that was eye level out of the zone and just, I don't know, roped it down the line into left. Got by the third baseman's glove. And a RBI double. Everything's all tied up now. He comes through. Aaron's been unable to get that last strike.
Wait, was that a ball?
Yeah.
Ball one delivered to Dietrich. Dietrich has a chance to take the lead. Smacks it over to short, backhanded grab. The throw on the back foot is caught, and that'll be a out. A fadeaway throw from the shortstop, Javen Gauthier. You can see why Valpo picked him. He's got the skills when he wants to use them.
Second baseman Hollick.
And Harrison Good moves to third on the 6-3. Hollick now up. He's the kind of guy, he's come through with 2 outs a lot of times recently. A lot of times with 2 outs, he's come through. He can give the Hardhats a lead here with a swing of the bat. Ball gets not away, just in the dirt and blocked by Pulfus. Barehanded grab by the pitcher on the throwback. Ball one. Strike one delivered on the edge of the plate. A little spin around, maybe change up. 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's a real change up high in the zone. Those are the kind that work really well when they don't expect it and are terrible when they do.
No, I'm good, thank you.
So 1-2 count. Hayden Hollick looking to give the Hardhats the lead. Swings on one. It is grounded to second. Donaldson. The throw to first is low, but handled by Olsen. And very good, stranded on third. But the game all tied up on a double from Harrison Good to bring home Aiden Roberts. And the Hardhats knotted 2-2 with DePere going into the bottom of the 5th. 2 hits lead to 1 run. It is earned to the pitcher, Aarons. His first earned run. There are no errors, and 1 man left on. Hardhats left on base count up to 6. On the other side of things, DePere has left 7, and they've played 1 less inning, so, you know. Aiden Lighty coming back out for his 5th inning. He's already pitched 67 pitches. Bottom of the order, or never mind, middle of the order, up for DePere. Yeah, I get why it would be too windy for the boat. It's a little windy out here, too.
You're about at number 7, shortstop.
It was extremely windy on my drive from Denver to Omaha. The trees were literally horizontal. I showed our bus driver, Bubba, and he said, yeah, that thing would have had our bus shaking if we took that route on that day. Gauthier leading off this inning. He has reached on a hit by pitch and a leadoff single. Made that great fadeaway throw in the top of the inning. 2nd out. The Valparaiso commit. Serious infield shift down the right field line, and that'll get through.
Leadoff single brings up to bat number 19, first baseman Upton.
Gauthier coming through out of the 4-hole. And the guy you totally want. His older brother was a Saluki shortstop for Southern Illinois. Milo Upton now up. The big righty. He has flown out to center and flown out to right thus far. He's got a serious power bat. We just haven't seen it really uncorked yet, which I really don't hope I see either, because that would probably be a home run. He got 2 of those in high school in less than 60 at-bats. One ball, no strikes, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Gauthier leading off of first. Smacked up the middle, tailor-made double play. Kiefer to Hollick, then the relay to first in time. The defense executes, and a double play erases the runner. 6-4-3.
You're about at number 8, center fielder Weckworth.
And now, nobody on with 2 outs. Great situation. The Hardhats have have just been making double plays the entire game. And the entire day. I feel like they've been making, I feel like the double play count up to 4 or 5. Strike 1. They've had 2 in this game. And I'm going to check, actually. Actually, they are up to 5 double plays in the game. That is smacked over into left field. A blooper finds its way into the outfield. That ball was lifted over the head of Aiden Roberts and finds a home in left field. So a 2-out single for Jake Weckworth. His first hit of the game brings up Drew Van Oss. Van Oss 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out. Wisconsin Stevens Point commit. Curveball, strike 1. Curveball nestles its way into the zone. Two. That's the score, sorry. 0-1 count. Fastball, swing and a miss. Is the heat too much to handle for Van Oss? Check it over at first. Another fastball. This time Van Oss just about able to come up and get a piece of it. And it's still 0-2. Hardhats coming off of a 1-0 victory over Grand Island in Game 1. Trying to start out 2-0. Have a chance to play on Sundays. That'll be strike 3. Curveball freezes the batter, catches him oogling for the final out. Third strikeout of the game, all of them looking for Hayden Lighty, all of them on the curveball. So 2 hits lead to no runs, no earned runs, no hard hat errors, only 1 man left on. That brings their total up to 8. And it is still a tie game. So for the first time since the top of the first, the Hardhats going to come into bat with a tie game in the top of the 6th. Momentum shifting in the Hardhats' favor, but this is still a very, very tight game thus far. Both teams with 2 runs, 6 hits, and the only difference being DePere having 2 errors, one of which scored the run in the 3rd inning. The Hardhats only have 1 error, which was a Philip Bentz pickoff attempt that allowed a man to reach second instead of staying at first. Six, 7, and 8 up next. Aaron Roach has been doing really well with a single and a walk in this game. He'll lead off the inning, followed by Tate Crossway, who had a single back in the 4th.
Right fielder Roach.
And then Philip Bentz is 0 for 2, but he's usually pretty good. And plus, if there's people on, he can bunt, maybe get an infield single like that. DePere probably feeling kind of at home at this stadium. They've got the big G. Creighton uses as a letter mark, similar to that of the Green Bay Packers, right next to DePere, the closest major city to DePere. I'm sure they commute into. I'm sure DePere's kind of a place you live to commute in with Green Bay. Swung on and just off the end of the bat. One count. Ball in the dirt taken. Somebody's yelling out there. I don't know what they're saying, but they're loud. 2 balls, 1 strike to Aaron Roach. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and the ball outside. Good take from Roach, makes it 3-1. The pitcher trying to set himself extra quick this time. Aarons sets, tries the quick pitch. It is smacked foul. He wants another ball. He is trying to mess with the pace of this game. Currently on 77 pitches. Oh, we're in the 6th, so he could just go the distance. Errant. A ball. Just got a piece of it. Roach, I don't even know how he got around to that. It felt like he swung so late on a fastball. But props to him. Just got a piece. 2-2. Fouled away. Got to be frustrating Aaron's. He keeps throwing good heat, and it's not doing anything to Roach. That fastball, very strong, but does not have a lot of RPM on it.
Yeah.
And third foul ball. Still a full count. Errant. Gives him another fastball, and it's popped out of play. So 4 straight fastballs fouled away by Aaron Roach. He does this to everybody. Don't take it personal.
Kids are on it.
Really good at fouling away
How do you have to get that ball?
the ball on 2 strikes. And then he'll draw a walk somehow. There it is. Aaron Roach, his incredible plate discipline paying off again in the form of his second walk.
Left fielder, Crossweight.
That's a 10-pitch at bat taken for a walk by Aaron Roach. His second walk. He's reached first every time. Hasn't gotten further than that. Last time he got back to the base but was called out on a pickoff. Tate Crossweight followed that up with a single. Flew out in the second with Roach on first though. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
We haven't just looked at it or anything.
Pickoff attempt. Not in time. We'll see if the umpire agrees. He does.
Does.
Aaron. Not a stranger to stealing bases though. And with a catcher with a 72-mile-per-hour infield velo, he might as well. Strike 2. Curveball in the middle of the zone. Good pitch there. Still a tie game. Hardhats don't want to give Pere a chance to close them out. Want to keep them at some distance, maybe even get a lead. That swung on and driven hard into left. Going after it and making the catch. Near the track is the left fielder, Drew Van Oss, for the first out.
Batter number 11, Betts.
That one, it's some serious carry, but a little too much height. So Roach goes back to first. First out recorded. Up comes Phillip Bentz. Pickoff attempt. Didn't get him. We'll see. Okay. See. Yeah. Aaron gives him one outside. Check swing. Didn't go. Ball 1. Phillip Bentz. I haven't seen any flinching in this game. That's usually one of his things. Setting up on the outside of the plate. That one popped up and out. 1-1. 1-1 count. Taking off is Roach, but Bentz fouls away a check swing, and Roach has to come back. He would have been safe.
Or it's like a 70-mile-an-hour changeup.
Safe. This is kind of an interesting thing. The umpire at home gives his signals immediately. The umpire at second takes forever. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The heat too much to handle. And just the second strikeout. No, just the first strikeout of the game for Aaron.
Batter number 15, shortstop, keeper.
So 2 outs now. Wilson Kiefer up. 1 for 2 with a run, a single, and a pop out to third. Curveball finds the zone. Strike 1. Aaron already took off once. They were going to pick him off. Didn't get him, though. Strike 2. Changeup falls into the zone. 0-2 count. Swung on and fouled away. 0-2. Pickoff attempt again. Swim move to get back. Not going to get him. Aaron's still putting pressure on him. One of these times it's going to go wide. You could feel it. Swung on and driven into left. A single. Aaron Roach going to pretend to go in between bases. And Wilson Kiefer, his second hit of the game.
Batter number 10, third baseman Roberts.
2 on, 2 out. Up comes Aiden Roberts. It felt like he was overdue before, and he got that single. We've got 2 fast runners on the base pads right now. And a catcher with little arm. High and outside, 1-0. So I could totally see them doing this. Especially if they're covering first a little less. Swung on and popped up into right. He didn't mean to swing through that. And caught by Lehman. So the Hardhats ran 2 more. And DePere with a chance to take the lead in the bottom of the 6th here. Handing it back over for Aaron to close it out. Aaron is on 95 pitches though. Max is 110. 1 hit leads to no runs, no earned runs, no errors, 2 men left on. Upping the total to 8 on the game for the Hardhats. Thank you all for tuning in. We've got an exciting one for you in the first day of College World Series Legion Tournament pool play. Currently 1-0 after a 7-inning outing from Ryan Negebauer to beat Grand Island, Nebraska. Now we're playing DePere, Wisconsin. It's 2-2.
Hi, thank you. Was there a max?
Yeah.
Is that normal? Is that normal? A max? So I thought they could keep going until they went 105.
110 going to be a number that might keep Aaron from closing out this game, though 15-pitch inning is
Your
very
attention,
possible.
please. Now checking into the game number 22, Landon Rago.
Oh, we have a pinch hitter. Shout out Steve Ammerman. Colorado or South Dakota Sportscaster of the Year in 2023. Strike 1 delivered on the outside. Our pitch hitter is Landon Rago, a big righty. He was one of the best hitters on the team last year in high school. Taken high. Well, it must have been inside because he can't be high. He's really tall. He's subbing in at the third base position, it seems.
1-1.
1-1. Just a little low. And it's 2-1 now. Rago committed to Bryant and Stratton College. Batted .415 in high school this season. Curveball. That's a ball, apparently. Unfortunate. It felt like it was on the line. So Rago awaits the 3-1. Fastball. Strike 2 at the knees. And Lighty fights back into the count. And Enrigo watches a curveball outside, and he will take a walk.
Rego draws the walk, brings up to bat number 16, catcher Pulpus.
So the leadoff man aboard. They're not going to pinch hit, or pinch run, it seems. Oh, no, they are. I was going to say, it felt like you needed a pinch runner.
Oh. I don't think they didn't do any baseballs either.
They said they haven't.
So now pinch running at
Checking
First
in is
base.
the runner number 15, Charlie Van Kearns.
GI and Lickinies.
Was he asking for game balls?
GI and Lickinies did.
Caden Kurtz now on first.
There was like 8 of them in the concession stand.
Still nobody out. Punt put up. I don't even know why he put his bat to that. It was above his head. Anyways,
Excuse me, the runner is Charlie Van Kearns.
strike one.
Tell them they need to be taken over there. Girls?
Oh no. We've just been taking them when we go down. I can if you want me to.
Carter Polfus took a walk on 4 pitches in the 4th and grounded out to second before that. Double play in effect. Hardhats have 5 in the last 2 games here.
Oh, the girls didn't keep them in the concession stand.
No, we took them and moved them to the dugout.
They
she's,
were down.
She's talking about the teams bringing them to.
No, I am, but the girls were keeping them
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
1-1. Bunt shown, and he doesn't even try to put it down, even though it hits the zone.
Really up?
Very odd bunting situation here for Polfus.
They play against pitcher Rapid City.
1-2. Lighty.
Why'd you ask me that?
Fastball. Swing and a miss. Low. And Polfus overpowered.
Batter number 1, second baseman Donaldson.
4th strikeout. The first one swinging for Lighty. Van Rens on first base. Here's the leadoff man, Donaldson. He has walked twice and grounded to the pitcher.
Did you see where Spilkin was
Does
playing?
not have a hit yet, though.
When he went into right field, did you see where he was playing?
He was on the fence.
Van Ren's a serious lead. Strike one in the top right corner. Pretty pitch there from Lighty. Paints it.
Attracted to the fence.
Beginning of
He left.
Oh, 1 count. Swing and a miss. Starts to reach at some high heat and can't hold up in time. Now down 0-2. Axel Donaldson on the ropes here. 1 out in the top of the 7th, or bottom of the 6th. Reached on and fouled away. Hardhats do not want to trail and give Pere a chance to close them out.
Every single play, Griffin tries to move someone.
Keep this thing even, and you hand it over to your offense
The next play.
for them to take the lead and you to close it. Fouled away down the line, and the at-bat will continue. Weber started to move there after the ball, or before the ball was hit. Perhaps trying to steal. Or not Weber, Van Rens. So no balls, 2 strikes. Bent setting up low on the inside. They might be trying to jam the batter. Fastball, middle, low, and fouled away. So they're really driving up Lighty's pitch count. He's up to 91. But they were kind of expecting Lighty to go the distance here, which is a fair assumption. But Dawson Inhofer should be on deck for the relief, if I were to guess. Rowan Fredrickson also possible, maybe River. Curveball is hit back to the pitcher. Lighty handles. He'll only have a play at first, but he does make it. And 2 down in the bottom of the 6th now.
You should have done that.
Batter number 3, Lehman.
Steps up for the base.
Is he safe?
No, not even close.
How?
But it deserved more than.
Van Rens now at second. But 2 outs, and Jason Lehman up. He's grounded out twice and has a walk.
He's a really nice guy.
Whitey trying to hand a tie game back over to the offense when they always seem to come through. Just a little outside, almost caught the corner on the fastball. That was one of the more zippy fastballs I've seen thrown by Hayden Lighty in this one. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 count, 2 outs. And Renz, serious lead, he keeps stepping around. And Lighty gonna step off. I think his catcher was telling him, I don't like what Van Renz is doing.
What do we have now?
1-0. Pickoff attempt, almost! Got him, didn't quite. Good try. Van Renz was getting a little bit ambitious with his leadoff. And Wilson Kiefer got to the bag before Van Renz even knew he was there. He snuck around Van Renz. He didn't see him going to cover. 1-0. Still checking. Lighty, fastball, just outside. And yet again, trying to go for that upper outside corner and just barely missing.
Hello?
2-0 count to Jason Lehman. Ball in the dirt. Benz doesn't know where it is, and sneaking over to third is Van Renz. So a wild pitch advances Van Renz. And the go-ahead run just 90 feet away with 2 outs here. On deck is Easton Arrant, not the guy you want to face. You really want to get Lehman out, but down 3-0 in the count, it's going to be hard. Lighty. Fastball. Taken high, I guess. Ball 4.
Batter number 9, the pitcher, Ardent.
So, Arrant now up. He is 1 for 3. The pitching coach yet again going to come talk with Hayden Lighty. I think they just want him to get out of this one. There is some activity in the bullpen for the Hardhats. It's a lefty. Might be Rowan. I bet it's Rowan. Could be Jace Morgan as well. It's Jace Morgan. So Jace Morgan is warming up in the bullpen right now. All right, so men on first and third, 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Pivotal at bat here for the Hardhats, especially with Arrant.
How did we lose a run off the scoreboard?
I don't know who's running the scoreboard, but that guy's pretty smart.
How did we lose a run, bro?
Mighty's first pitch, a fastball down the middle, taken for a strike. That one was a juicy ball. If Arrant could have that back, I bet he would have swung. Oh, 1. Delivered just low at the shins. That was nearly going to catch the corner. Lighty just about, I don't know, it feels like he's an inch off on each of his pitches. It's pretty close, though. That comes with the fatigue of throwing 98 pitches, though. 1-1. Arrant Soft grounder over to second. Hollick to first, and they'll get out of the inning. So nobody scores in the bottom of the 6th. Hayden Lighty clutches up, gets the out. And so no hits turn into no runs, no earned runs, no hard hat errors. 2 men left on.
Remaining tied at 2.
We're up to 10 left on base now through 6. Hardhats really stranding, playing with a lot of fire today. But the Hardhats going to have a chance now. Believe it or not, Landon Rango has 2 RB or 2. Wait, so I gotta look at the numbers now. Looks like we got 15 on the corner. Looks like at third base we got 15.
Yeah, I find that hard to believe.
They're both running pitches up, man.
Aaron gonna go the distance. They're gonna try to at least. His maximum, he could start an at-bat at any point before 110 pitches and finish it.
22 designated hitter Morgan.
But Jace Morgan, soon to be a reliever, going to come in. First pitch, strike. Morgan on the game, 0 for 2 with a walk. Ball low, gets behind the catcher, but with nobody on, it doesn't really matter. Aaron likely losing some velocity on that fastball. Swung on and chopped over to first. He'll try to run it out. Aaron barehands it for some reason, and he'll make the out. I don't know.
Number 14, center fielder.
That's like a coach seeing a one-handed catch in the end zone wide open. You're like, I don't know, man. That's you're showboating for no reason. Just 2 hands for safety, you know. 3-1 put out. First out of the inning in the top of the 7th. Here's Harry Good. He is 2 for 3 with a single and a double, an RBI as well. Bunt put down, and he will foul it off. Strike 1. Harrison Good, the guy you want up right now. He's been a hit and miss lately, but he's currently hitting. Ball taken just low. That's one that could have been called a strike in game 1, but with this umpire is not being called a strike. Outside ball taken. I do like the strike zone of the ump, though. He's done a pretty good job. It feels like it has shrunk throughout the game, though. I don't know how to describe it. Swung on and fouled away into the catcher. Uh-oh. You okay? Polfus? You all right, bud? Oh, maybe not. Might have hit him in the... Ooh. That would be number 5 of my career. Yeah, Polfus in some pain right now. Might have gotten the giblets.
I was actually laughing so hard out there.
I don't know why it's so silly. It used to be like that. No, that's right.
Gonna try to stand up. The leg's a little wobbly. And everybody clapping. Stretching out both of them. Taking a lap. Yeah, totally get it. It's a 2-2 count to Harry Good. Polfus checking himself. And now I think he's going to return. Yep. Two. Outside ball. So Aaron's up to 103. If he gets a little bit further, he might not be able to finish the inning. Swung on, popped up into left center. Going back on it is Lehman, and he will make the play. 2 down now.
Your batter number 27, Dietrich.
So Aaron's with a chance to go 7 innings of 2-run ball. Substitution being called for by the manager here for DePere, I believe. I don't know what he was saying. He got a nod from the ump, though.
He's just making sure the pitch count lines up.
Okay, making sure. Yeah, all right. So 104 is the official pitch count. That ball well outside. Ball 1.
So he's at the limit that can finish the batter.
Yeah, so he hits the 105 limit, but can finish the batter. Popped up and out of play. So had Harry Good fouled one more off, he would have had to leave the game. I think he's gaining some extra strength from the eye black. Fouled. No. Softly grounded to short. Charged. And the throw in time. A shutout top of the 7th. DePere, we're going to go into the bottom of the inning. They'll have a chance to walk it off. And a 2-2 tie. Arendt finishes out the pitching side of his stuff. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nobody left on. Hardhats not taking advantage of the opportunities they're getting.
Just hit the pitch count number for him, and then hit the X down there in the lower right, and then hit that.
How to change the spare?
And now, Jace Morgan going to come in and relieve. The lefty.
Now pitching and coming in from designated hitter, number 22, Jace Morgan.
Jace Morgan going to come in. Doesn't have the velocity of Lighty, but he's got really good control and is a nice ground baller. He will face a tough part of the order in the middle, the 4, 5, 6. Gauthier, Upton, and Weckworth.
Your batter number 7, Gauthier.
Gauthier going to lead us off here. He's been tremendous today. Has not been out at the plate at all. 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch and a run. Bottom of the 7th, Hardhats trying to avoid the walk-off and extend this into extras. A single loss would likely knock them out of the playoff portion of this thing, given the fact that only 4 out of 30 get to advance to the playoffs on Sunday. 1 out. Morgan, swing and a miss. Good change up there. And now we're looking at a 1-1. The infield shifted to the right, expecting Gauthier to pull. Strike 2! Painting the corner on the fastball.
Yellow jersey, black hat.
Yellow jersey, black shirts, and Titleist golf.
1-2 count. Morgan. Swing and a miss on the curveball. Strike 3. Gauthier goes down for the first
Batter
time.
number 19, first baseman Upton.
And the opening batter struck out by Morgan. Morgan has an interesting arm slot. He kind of pulls it, yanks it from way out, and it comes in. His release point a lot further from the body than a lot of guys, and that's a little odd for some. Milo Upton is 0 for 3 in this game. Hits it down the line, but a little foul, luckily for him. That would have been a pretty routine Aiden Roberts play had it not been foul. 0-1. Hit into center. Harry not going to be able to make a play, and Upton with his first hit of the game in a pivotal moment.
Upton with a base hit.
I
brings
wouldn't
up the
be
bat.
shocked to see a pinch
Westwood,
runner here.
Number 8.
1 out single for the first baseman. Upton does have 3 steals on the season, so, you know. Takes off all his guards. Don't know what he has in his mouth, but he has something in there.
Kenny's 27 stolen bases.
What does he have in his mouth there? I'm really curious. Does he have a mouth guard or something? Strike 1. Morgan locates to Jake Weckworth. Weckworth is 1 for 2 in the game with a walk and a run, as well as a strikeout swinging.
It's just a different, it's just a different mentality because it's a mountain. So
Outside, Philip Bentz does a good job to get up and keep that from getting away. The Lobos warming up. Rocky Mountain Lobos, members of the Firecracker last year. Tournament the Hardhats did win. Pickoff attempt, not in time. Upton flops back on the base.
They put it in there. They put it in there.
Austin Copeland is leading Gretna East in batting average. Miak actually has 30 plate appearances.
Curveball, strike 2. That ball swerves its way into the zone, paints the corner. Jace Morgan, incredible control thus far. A lot of pitches just on the edge of the zone.
Your contract has been terminated and your shit's all outside of
1-2. Softly hit on a check swing. And now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Weckworth does have a K to his name against Lighty. Now facing the lefty. He should in theory have an advantage compared to the righty on righty matchup with Lighty. 1-2. Swing and a miss. The fastball too much to handle. 2 down now in the bottom of the 7th.
Batter number 11, left fielder Van Oss.
Jace Morgan doing his job here, keeping the Hardhats right where they want to be. They force extras. They get a relief pitcher, possibly not as good as the starter, Aaron's. Here is Drew Van Oss. Strike. Ooh, no, ball. Just a little high. Van Oss started out with a RBI single in the 2nd, and after that, he is flown out and struck out. So 1 for 3. Been a minute since he did something. Pickoff attempt. Not going to be in time. I don't know what Upton has in his mouth. I think he has some sort of mouth guard. I've never seen that for somebody running the bases. Wonder if he has, like, his teeth are setting or something. Popped up and out of play. It's like a full-on, like, piece of gauze or something. I don't know. One. Low in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Infield shifting a little bit more towards the double play situation. I don't really get why. Strike 2. Granted, maybe a little bit low, but the umpire going to call it a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Morgan struck out the 1st and 3rd batter he's seen. Now against the 4th, he gives a fastball just low. And the count is full. A big pitch in the course of this game upcoming. On deck. Actually, I don't know who's on deck. Oh, it's number 5. Swing and a miss, strike 3! Jace Morgan, his 3rd K in a row, and we're going to extras here in Omaha. The way that Legion Extra rules,
Yep. Bye.
the way that the rules go for Legion Extra, you get a man on second, you start with 1 out. They have to explain it because some people haven't done it. This is kind of a new thing for Legion, but they're doing it, absorbing the Ghost Runner rule. And the last person that got out going to be the one running, I believe. Just like MLB, 1 hit leads to no runs, no earned runs, no errors. 1 man left on, bringing the count up to 11 left on base through 7. And the Hardhats and Jace Morgan able to force extras. Her first extra inning game since Miles City, I believe. Are they doing that right now? Or are we playing it out normal?
I think that's what Brian's telling me.
I think they could pick, maybe, if the coaches agree.
See that track's been walking across the field?
And we're going to extras. So I think we're going to play this out normal. I think that the umpires and staff might have agreed, and I think we're just going to play this normal with just extra innings, like regular. Those were our, when we were in the Veterans Classic, we played those extra innings rules. Wait, no. Never mind. No, it's real. The man on second with 1 out, Justin Inhofer jogs over to second.
Let's just pray, Cody. 2 outs.
So 1 man already out, so we only get 2 outs in
The next
extras.
innings will start with 1 out and a runner on second base. Your batter is number 20, second baseman Hollick.
Hayden Hollick, the kind of guy you want to come up here. Dawson Inhofer, one of the fastest runners on this team, going to be on second. Strike 1 delivered. Alex Dietrich being pinch ran for. And it's a 1-1 count. We've got a new pitcher in for this Depere squad. Number 5. That ball yanked wide. Let go of it a little too late. So Devin Weber on the mound after moving around from the third base position.
And that was back when shortstop turned into a small trout stream.
Curveball. Oh! Called strike. Must have just barely nicked the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hayden Hollick.
He called that strike 3 and that's enough to go in the shot.
Inhofer threatening. Ball gets away, and Inhofer's taken out for third. The throw is not in time, and he'll be safe. So Dawson Inhofer advances on the wild pitch. A gutsy base running decision from Inhofer pays off, and now the go-ahead run just 90 feet away. Also a full count to Hollick. On deck, Aaron Roach. He's been impossible to get out this game. Oh, called strike 3 on what felt like off the plate.
Right fielder, Roach.
But the umpire rings him up Says he just barely clipped just the tiniest little bit of the plate there.
I don't think striking out looking was the play there.
So Weber gets his first one. Don't be totally shocked if you see a bunt here. As weird as it is. Pull it back. First pitch ball. He shows his hand slightly. Now the third baseman privy to it. Strike down the middle. Roach with a single and 2 walks. He hasn't gotten out at the plate in this game. He also has come through in every clutch moment this season. Billings, Pueblo, Victus, swing and a miss, strike 2. And, of course, the walk-off extra innings bunt to win it against the Miles City Outlaws from Miles City, Montana. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Roach trying to give his team the lead. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and he goes down. They strand Inhofer. And now we have the tough part of defending this.
We remain tied at 2.
Devin Weber with a pair of very pivotal strikeouts in extra innings here. So no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors. 1 man left on. And it's still 2-2. Uh-oh. Hardhats now have to keep Pere from scoring the walk-off. Jace Morgan coming back out. He was getting Ks. Ks are what you need in order to strand a man that starts at second. Pere, I don't know who's going to... I think it's Weber will still be up at the 8-hole. I'm not totally sure. Yeah, it will be. Okay, so Weber going to be up at the... to start off the inning. Van Oss moving over to second, I believe. That's not Van Oss. That's number 20 in an oversized jersey. So Zach Watruba going to move over to second.
I believe it.
Yes.
So Watruba now on second.
You're better. Weber, the pitcher.
So Weber back up. He is 1 for 2 with a bunt, RBI, squeeze play, and a strikeout looking. Morgan in a very unadmirable situation here. Outside ball 1. Hardhats need this win if they plan on winning the tournament. It also, you know, you play for the win. I get it. So 1-0. Fastball just fouled back right at the camera. Hope that didn't spook any of you. 1-1. Morgan gets set. Delivers. Outside ball. Changeup misses wide, and now 2 balls, 1 strike. With the amount of double plays that have happened, it wouldn't be the most terrible thing when the only run that matters is on second to load a man on first. Swing and a miss! High fastball. And Weber now in a 2-2 count. Morgan struck out 3 swinging in the bottom of the 7th. Could he make it 4? Weber awaits the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3! Down goes Weber, a crucial strikeout from Jace Morgan.
Batter number 16, catcher, Pulpus.
And up comes Pulfus. He's been not having the best day. Strikeout swinging against Lighty in the 4th, or in the 6th, then a ground out, and then he did walk on 4 pitches. Just kind of stood there, got to 3rd in the 4th.
Checking into bat, number 6, Rory Obma.
Oh, they are going to pinch hit. Rory Obma going to come up. It's like Obama without the A. Okay. First pitch, strike. Morgan on the offensive. No balls, 1 strike. To Obma. Obma a chance to be a hero here for Pere in their first game in the tournament. Check swing on a ball low. He thought about it, thought better, made the right decision. (1-1) for Polfus. Or sorry, for Obma. Hits it back up the middle, and it will be caught by Hayden Hollick. He skies up and makes the play. A scary little situation there, as that looked like it could bloop into the outfield, and we will go into the 9th inning. A second extra inning here for the Hardhats. This is the only time I've seen the extra inning go longer than 1. But a crucial out there recorded. Jace Morgan doing a great job in relief. In that inning, no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors. 1 man left on. And we go into the 9th inning. Hardhats keeping themselves in this on defense, not helping themselves on offense. The due-up is Crosswade and Bentz. Aaron Roach likely going to run for himself on second. He will. Harry Good giving advice over to Tate. So is Roach. Roach with his special racing stripe helmet. He's going to put on some gloves and walk over to second. We've got a big classic in the making here. Pere, Wisconsin and Rapid City in an extra innings duel, the likes of which I haven't seen since Brookings last season. Weber is still on the mound, pitching his 2nd inning in relief. He struck out both of the Hardhats back in the 8th inning.
In the 10th inning, the managers meet at the plate for best 2 out of 3 rock, paper, scissors.
Crossway is 1 for 3. Bentz 0 for 3. Weaver looking quite wild in the warm-up pitches, I will say.
Your batter, left fielder, Crossway.
So Tate Crossway going to try to come through. He had the game-winning RBI to bring in Roach from 3rd in the game against Victus in Pueblo. He hadn't had a hit to that point in that game either. Swung on and missed. That's the fastball he usually likes, just whiffed too low. A 1 count. Roach prone to stealing. He check swings it, and it will be caught. No, in and out of the glove of the 3rd baseman. The throw, a good stretch there from Upton, able to prevent a disastrous play from taking place.
Batter number 11, catcher, Betts.
So that'll be a 5-3 put out for the 2nd out here. And yet again, the Hardhats on the verge of stranding. Here's Bentz. Roach takes off. The throw from Polfus, not going to get him. And the stolen base successful. Good job there from Roach. And if you could get a wild pitch here, you could bring home. First pitch, a strike.
First time gone.
And last.
Okay.
0-1. Low and outside, Philip Bentz, the kind of guy you want here if you're trying to coax a wild pitch. He will foul off whatever you want and take every ball. Some of the supporters on their feet here in the 9th inning. Ball shown and it'll get away. Aaron Roach gonna stay. Wow, an opportunity missed there. That ball went under the leg of Polfus. Started to run away from him. Had Roach took off a little sooner, he would have scored. Instead, he waited just too long. That was an opportunity missed. We'll see. 2-1 for Bentz. Bunt shown. Strike he offered. And now a 2-2 count. Bentz struck out swinging in the 6th, but that was to a different pitcher. So, does it count? I don't know. 2-2. Swung on and softly grounded to the pitcher. He will throw across to first, and Upton will make the grab. Yet again, the Hardhats leave the man on third. And we're going to the bottom of the 9th. Pere trying to break the stalemate and walk it off. A missed opportunity on that wild pitch with Aaron Roach. If he had seen it sooner, he could have scored and given the Hardhats a lead. To his credit, he's at third. The ball slipped out underneath the right leg of the catcher. It was obscured by him. So he really didn't have a visual on the ball. He could only see the catcher's body language. And that's not enough to figure out it went far. So no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors. 1 man left on. And we go into the bottom of the 9th. Jace Morgan makes some crucial plays thus far in extras. Could he keep the game going into the 10th?
Batter number 1, second baseman Donaldson.
All right. Man on second, 1 out. I believe it's Abma on second right now. First pitch, a ball. Axel Donaldson, first team all-conference infielder. Looking to be the one to end this thing. Morgan gives him something. It's fouled away. Solid contact, but late. Donaldson yet to get a hit, though. He grounds out to the pitcher more often. He has just as many groundouts to the pitcher as he has walks, too. 1-1. Taking off is the runner. Philip Bentz has an arm. He throws, and the tag in time!
Ball's on the ground.
Whoa!
Ball's on the ground.
Oh, the ball fell out of the glove of Aiden Roberts. A lucky break there for Pere on a good throw.
Yeah, 2-1.
And now, with 1 out, a sacrifice could bring him in. The infield playing in for a possible bunt. Taken high, 3-1. Not a terrible idea to put a man on and make a double play chance here, given the fact that the Hardhats have had 5 double plays in this game, or in the last 2 games, including 2 in this one. They will. So, yeah, Torvey agrees. Instead of offering a 3-1 meatball, he will walk Donaldson to put him on first, bring up Lehman Lehman did hit into a double play in the first inning.
Batter number 3, Lehman, the right fielder.
And so runners on the corners, 1 out. He made the same move in Brookings in a 10-inning classic that the Hardhats did end up losing last year. And it paid off with Dom McKnight made a 6-4-3 double play. Bunt shown, and I think he offered. No? All right, never mind. I guess he pulled it back. 1 ball, no strikes. Jace Morgan steps off the rubber. Lehman, a chance to walk things off here for DePere. Fouled into the glove of Bentz. 1-1. This could also be a benefit for DePere. The Hardhats playing their second game in a row. They're playing their first. So perhaps outlasting on the energy front. 1-1. Low ball 2. Two 1. Jace Morgan sets, looks, delivers. Called strike on the outside of the plate. Well located pitch. Jace Morgan handling the nerves. A strikeout would be just ginormous in this situation. 2-2. The crowd silent. Pitch. Low and blocked by Bentz. The count now full. Game on the line. We've got a payoff pitch coming up. What a game this has been. Payoff pitch. Morgan sets, delivers. Popped up and out of play. And we'll do it again. Another one. Fouled away the same. Morgan can't seem to get that last strike, but the last thing he wants to do is try to stretch him into a ball. Lehman awaiting. Morgan sets, delivers. It is going to be golfed into center. Harry Good has it. He has a cannon. He will throw home. It's a good one, but it's offline, and that'll be it. Sacrifice fly wins it.
Lehman with the sack.
And DePere
the game. Your final score
beats the Hardhats in the bottom of the 9th inning. What a game this was. But the DePere team from DePere, Wisconsin outlast the Hardhats, win it 3-2. Hardhats will be 1-1 after their first day. They gave everything they had in this game. Great performance from both Morgan and Leidy. Timely hitting could have been a little better. Sequencing wasn't great, but you can't really control that. But the Postway 2 Hardhats will fall in this one. They win their game against Grand Island earlier by 1 run. Then they go to extras, lose it 3-2 in the 9th. And they will be 1-1 going into their game against the reigning Midwest Central Regional Champion Carpetland Spartans of Lincoln East High School. Thank you all for watching Hardhats TV. I'm Oliver Fell, bringing this all to you. We have another one tomorrow, 10:30, I believe. It's either that or, yeah, 10:30 against Lincoln East. So we will see you then. Thank you all for watching. What a game. Final score, DePere, Wisconsin, 3. Postway 2 Hardhats, 2. Good night, everyone.